Now, this clip is actually a few days old because I forgot about it, but it's still relevant, as calling out septic spots on the arse of humanity will always be relevant, and this tosspot here is a top tier septic spot.
Well, you're not wrong.
In this clip, he's talking to Isabel Oakeshott about the lockdown files currently being put out by the Telegraph as he gleefully attacks government ministers while ignoring how much of a scumbag he was at the same bloody time.
Isabel, wow. When it dropped last night, 10:45, it was quite something to read all this, particularly for people like me who obviously were on air throughout this pandemic and involved in pretty heated discussions with people like Matt Hancock, in which, frankly, they lied through their back teeth about what was really going on.
Now, I'm sure you all heard him talk about his actions during 2020, or as he called it, heated discussions with people like Hancock. This, while true, is ignoring some massive elephants in the room when it comes to his behaviour during his time on ITV in 2020. Some might have noticed that it wasn't just people like Hancock he went after during all that, but pretty much anyone who tried to call out the blatant lies he's now acting like he didn't know about. I mean, come on, anyone with half a brain cell could see they was talking crap through most of it, and him being in the media would have known a lot more than we did, and yet he was paid to push the agenda, which of course he did. Oh, and it wasn't just celebrities or politicians that this tosspot attacked on here, was it? No, he also attacked random members of the public for not following the insanity, as you likely know.
I've talked about this a lot, but I'm appalled by this. Yeah. And I really think it's not acceptable. And if you work in NHS and care work, and you're a potential risk to the people you're caring for, you either have the jab or you don't go to work, I think.
Myths about the vaccine, that needs to be addressed. We still need more education.
Every day I read such nonsense on social media about these vaccines from ignorant, ill-informed people. When this was all happening, the pandemic, I took quite firm views throughout it, like a lot of people, I guess. One of which was when it was believed, when the vaccines first came along, that they would stop transmission. It seemed to me if you refused to be vaccinated, you shouldn't be entitled to the same rights to go to nightclubs and stuff as those who'd taken the vaccine and were therefore not able to transmit it.
This he did on air and off it with constant tweets attacking people who called out the bullshit he was there to push. So while MPs like Hancock and the rest of them are scum, we must never forget people like Piers Morgan was their mouthpiece throughout. This weapons-grade wanker pushed the government's narrative with enthusiasm and so stands shoulder to shoulder with people he called liars just like Matt Hancock. Oh, and let's not forget what he did when it comes to hacking dead kids' phones. Yeah, the guy's the bottom of the bloody pits.